All right, I'm hoping that's a better angle. So this was from IKEA, $5. There is a as-is / second section of IKEA. And essentially, yeah, it's stuff there secondhand. Now, I do like these little cutouts because I'm wondering if I can line them up onto the multi-boards here and have it click. So we might actually stick onto this side. Now this side's been roughed up, so that scratches. I don't know if you can see that. But if I just do my nail in here, so it is quite soft. Ah, you idiot, Joel. I think it's got a cover on it. It's meant to come off. Yeah, it does. Alright, so let's pull this cover off. Alright, so at $5. Not too bad. And that I'm superbly happy with. Absolutely stoked. Perfect. So, just going to get the rest of these. A few extra. I bent that one. That's right. I've done them very thin. Okay. Five, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 9, 40, 41. Alright, so I had one extra for it, so yeah, okay. So I'm just going to print a couple of extra, so I've got some little ones, so we'll just get this thing down here to reprint. One more batch of them. Done, and it's going, and there's enough left on that spool to do another row. There it goes. So far I'm pretty happy. It's a bit bigger than I wanted, but seeing as I'm going to make it snap in front, I don't think that's an issue, and I think overall having a bigger background will give me more flexibility in where I position the camera, because I have an idea with the product photos, and what that is at the moment is, if maybe I can just explain here a little bit better. So at the moment people put a photo on and everyone's taking them at 45 degrees like this, and they're all looking identical. Like, yeah, you got different colors in it, but it's this same old perspective. So I'm actually thinking of changing it up and trying to drop the phone lower and have that upwards perspective on my photos, and getting a few like have the surface level with the bottom of the frame, but really have it tilted back and just a different perspective, and maybe it tweaks and maybe it gets more attention in the listings. So all of this is basically to improve the quality of the photos. I'll put the link also in the description to the design for these. I know it says no commercial use, but I actually contacted him, said, look, I'm not selling commercially, I'd just like them for a backdrop of my photos, if that's okay. And the response was, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, thank you. Now, I could Velcro all these on. I'm not going to. I'm going to actually glue them. And I have an idea in the middle of what I'd like to do later with another design like this, but for now, this is what we're doing. Now I have two types of adhesive. I have an instant, and I have another one there that's the Gorilla Glue, which gives you more time, but I don't think I want to reposition things. So we are going to try this instant adhesive. Just going to do 4 dots. I'm going to see if this works. Just want to get this first one flush with the corner. Well, turns out I need another 7. So I've got 4 printing. I'll finish and then I'll do another run at 4, and that'll leave me with 1 spare. I actually wanted a couple more spare for a couple of other things, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is, now that these are all sort of lined up where we want, I'm going to put some weight on top. Just like that. Just leave that on there overnight, and that should just help everything glue on properly. We'll come back in the morning and check. At 100, intensity is at 100. Now we can play with the colors. So let's try something like a purple. And typically what I'm doing now is I'm just slotting it down the back. I'll bring this forward. It's really hard framing it with this because I don't have a zoom on it, if that makes sense. But I think you get the idea. You can pick where you want that shadow to fall, and that's just using 2 tiny lights. Now I've got a much larger light I'll use for this. It's a little bit softer in the way it throws the light, but simple as that. You've got a bit of color in the background, product in the foreground. Put a few props in here, a few fake plants, whatever you want, and yeah, there you go. And that's achieved with 2 of these little aperture lights, which you don't have to use these. I'll throw some other lights I've used in the past as well down in the description. Any 2 of those, and it's the same principle. You just want a gap, and that's all you're achieving. You just want that. You're just lifting this. There's nothing, you know. I've just put it on spools. I've put the light under there. If you were to get a bar light, you would get a more even spread, or if I just drop the intensity, it won't have that focal point as much, and I pull it back. So maybe bring it under to here. and it'll bounce around more and it'll be more diffused. But for something with a point on it, having that arc above the product is actually quite nice. I said, nothing huge, just 2. So we're going to go grab some products now and we'll set up and take some photos.